So how Booking Central is supporting the SB 606 is through a feature we call pre-check-in. And if you're a user of Booking Central platform, then you're able to enable it in your account in the settings for pre-check-in here. And you can also enable some of these required fields, such as the emergency contact, name, phone number, address, as well as the renter address, date of birth, and participant information. So once you have that all enabled in your account, what happens is the customer is going to receive a confirmation email after they make the booking through Booking Central, and they'll get this information here for the rental pre-check-in. So the good thing is it doesn't hold, if the renter doesn't have, say, the emergency contact information or all of the participant information at the time of booking, it still allows them to make the booking, but then sends this follow-up link where the renter can complete the information. So what they'll do is they'll select the pre-check-in form here, and they'll get to a page like this through Booking Central where they can fill in the information. They just need to fill in the contact waivers. They can do this all at the same time, or they can come back to it. The idea is to have it all completed, obviously, before they take the rental out. So once they click the button, I'll just show you quickly. You can fill in the information. Obviously, this will be the emergency contact for the renter. So they can get that information in here, and then once they fill it in, then they can save it in their and then it will update on the form that the information has been completed, and then you, as the boat rental business, can view the order in the system, and you'll be able to see on the order when the information's been completed. So here's an example of an order that's been made. All of the participant information's been added, as well as the customer contact information, as well as the emergency contact information. So all of this information, and including the waivers. So all of the waivers that are integrated through our smart waiver integration will show in this section here. So what can happen is if the customer hasn't filled in the information, then you, as the boat rental employee or owner, can also text the pre-check-in information through the order. So there's a section here for them to send the pre-check-in text. And then while we're at this section here, another feature that Booking Central has is you can send text messages to your customers. And so this supports where if you want to make sure your customer is back on time, so if they've rented the boat and they need to be back by 5 p.m., you can send them a text message and say, hey, just a reminder, your boat needs to be back in an hour. And they'll get that message, and just kind of so to make sure you're in compliance with the law. So that's under the messages section here. And then finally, we have a pre-check-in feature. So, a check-in feature. So what happens is on the day of the booking, if the renter arrives and you're checking them in through this feature here, you're going to be alerted before they take the boat out that they haven't completed this required information. And so that's when, if you're checking them in at the dock and you have your iPad, you can say, oh, you need to sign the waiver. I'm going to go ahead and send you the pre-check-in link so you can do that right away. So all of this information will be, you're ensured that you're going to get it on file before the boat goes out. And then further through the system, you'll have access to all of that information on the order for the lifetime of the system. So the requirement to keep everything on file for a year, we got you covered in Booking Central.